Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you what a WGU PA or performance assessment is. So let's get into it. So a PA or performance assessment is essentially just a paper, video, or demonstration that you need to submit instead of an actual multiple choice exam. Now, these can come in multiple variations and in multiple quantities. I've had classes that only needed 1. I've had classes that needed 4. I've also had classes that have needed 3 of these, as well as an actual multiple choice test. So you never know what you're going to get, but they do come in various quantities and types. Now, the good thing about these is they don't just say write a paper about this and leave it at that. What they actually do is give you a full written rubric of each individual thing you need on there. So it'll be like, A, you need, and then it'll tell you what you need, and then it'll be like, like the little 1, and then it'll say what else you need, and then it'll have like, a lowercase a for another part, like sub part. So they break it down into all of those little subcategories. Now, when you're doing your paper or anything like that, you actually need to put those little same labels that they did, the A, the 1, the lowercase a, all on it. I'll show you a picture of what I mean. So what I mean by this all is they'll usually have a big letter A and say discuss this certain topic. Now, you won't actually discuss it there because you'll go over to 1 and then then they'll give you like a scenario or a concept to discuss the above prompt. So you'll use this to discuss this. Then here, you're usually going to like apply it to your teaching experience or something like that. And then they'll just do it a bunch of different ways. When I say you need to do an essay, I don't mean like an essay or like a full-blown paper. What I actually mean is you're going to be doing, it's almost like a short answer. You have your little capital A for the main topic. You write out what the main topic is. Then you have the 1 and you like write a subcategory, like a paragraph about it, maybe 2 if it requires it. And then you do like the little lowercase a for a subcategory of the subcategory, write a paragraph or 2 about it. And then you do it for the big B and all that. So it's not an actual like 20-page paper, so don't freak out about that. On these specific ones, they do not want a bunch of fluff. So just give them the bare minimum answer. Make sure you are fulfilling all the requirements though, because aside from the actual little outline that they give you, they also give you little like rectangles at the bottom that are red, yellow, and green. The red means not competent, which obviously, as you know, WGU doesn't have A, B, C, D, F. For their grading system, they have competencies. So either you're not competent in it, you're approaching competent, or you are competent in it. So for your performance assessments, you can look down and see, oh, if I do this, I'm going to be not competent in it. But if I add this to it, I'll be approaching competent. And if I make sure I have all of this, I'll be in the competent section. And they have it for each individual category and subcategory and subcategory. So if you just follow these outlines and do what it says and just don't give them fluff, because the more fluff, the more opportunity for error, in my opinion. I had one sent back to me the other day because I was like, oh yes, I got this. I'm ready. I had like 3 paragraphs for one little thing. I should know better. I didn't even get the 2 points that I was required to put in there. So fluff can sometimes just get you, so no fluff. Some of them are harder to do, and if you have a harder time focusing, it could take you up to 4 hours. One of them, I was just really unmotivated, and I ended up having to do it over like a couple days, and I just would not suggest that because of this next point. They are not immediate grades that you'd get like a OA or a proctored exam. They have to be sent to an evaluator, and the evaluators have 3 days from the time you submit it to give it back to you, telling you if you passed, if you were competent on everything. Also, you have to get competent on every single point. If you even get one that's approaching competent, you have to redo that one part. But anyway, so it can take you up to 3 days to get these back, but I've actually had it take 5 days because of holidays, and they just sometimes get like a vast amount of them in at once, and they just can't grade them. But when this happens, My program mentor knows I accelerate at my classes, which means I do more than the bare minimum classes and I do them fairly fast. Like I just completed a class in 2 days. So she knows that, you know, having to wait really long periods of time can put me behind on my schedule. So she'll open a next one for me, which is really sweet, but not a lot of mentors do that. So make sure you have a good mentor. So they can take a very long time to evaluate, and once you get them back, you may have to do revisions. And don't worry, you don't have to redo the entire thing. You just have to redo the one or two parts that you had messed up on or that you just weren't completely competent in yet. Whenever you do this, do not delete the whole thing. Don't, you know, be like, oh, I have to start the entire thing over. Just look for what you messed up on. Your evaluator will leave comments where you messed up and say, okay, well, you had all this in here on this one point, on this one topic, but in the sub category thing, you only did give me one of these when you were supposed to give me 2. So I just need another one of those. So another good thing to do on this is when you're adding that in, highlight it so that the next evaluator sees what you fixed. Because if they don't, they're gonna have to look through everything and they might catch something that the other one didn't. So you need to make sure and highlight it so they can see where you corrected it and so that they know you corrected it, because it's very easy. Some of them are very long. It's very easy to just, you know, totally miss something. And if it gets sent back to you again for a third time, you're gonna end up waiting like over a week just waiting on evaluations. And you don't want to do that, especially if you want to accelerate. 1 or 2 of these will actually be demonstrations, which I have personally not done any of these. So if you want to learn more about those, definitely do your own research. Once I start doing the virtual demonstrations, I will let you know how those go. So that's like a broad overview of what PAs are, or performance assessments. So if you have any more questions, feel free to comment down below and I'll try to answer them if I can. And thank you so much for watching and have a blessed rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you would like to stay up to date on more WGU content and just content in general, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.